Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So I'm going to get straight into it. So first up, I'm just using the Garnier Micellar water just on a cotton pad just to ensure the face is nice and clean and makeup free before the primer. The primer I used today was the Benefit That Gal primer, which is a brightening primer, which is amazing for people with drier skin. So yeah, I'm just placing that all over her face with a stippling brush. I think this one's by Makeup Addictions Cosmetics. Then for underneath the eyes, I'm using the Origins Ginseng eye cream. I never used to use eye cream on my clients, but I found that it makes a massive difference with the concealer and the baking. It just makes it look even more flawless than it did without it. So yeah, I'm just using that and blending it in. And then for foundation, I'm using the MAC Studio Fix in NC37. The reason why I use MAC is because it's full coverage and I feel like it works on everyone's skin type, and it has the best color selection ever. Most of my clients are fake tanned or have like darker tanned skin, so I find that MAC foundations have that yellowy sort of undertone which matches absolutely perfectly. When I'm fake tanned, I use a mixture of NC35 and NC37 just for your information. So yeah, that's why I decide to use MAC, and then I'm just pressing that all in with a damp beauty blender. Then to conceal the under eye area, of course, I'm using my favorite concealer in the whole wide world, which is the Maybelline Fit Me in the shade Light. If you haven't tried this, then I highly recommend you go out and get it. You can get it from anywhere, supermarkets, Priceline, drugstores. It's only $14.95 full price, but I always seem to get them on sale for around $7 to $8, sometimes $10. It's amazing. And then to set that concealer, I'm going in with the Mercier translucent powder. I'm just using that on a Rebond large highlighter brush, which is my favorite for doing this. And then I just decided to sweep the rest around her face to set her foundation. I love using this powder just to set and not add extra coverage because I feel like she doesn't need extra coverage because she's already flawless. And then I'm just wiping off the powder from the bake. Then going in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Pro Brow Palette, I'm taking the shade Soft Brown and just using that on my Pony Cosmetics eyebrow brush to fill in her brows. I've like extra sped this up just because I've felt like you've seen this a million times before. So yeah, I'm just filling in her brows. Then to clean up the brows, I'm just using the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer again in the shade Light, just on a Makeup Addictions Cosmetics concealer brush. And as you can see, I'm just going straight underneath her brows to really sharpen up the edges. And then I'm just placing some on her eyelid to prime her eyes. The brow gel that I've been using is by Designer Brands, super cheap and it's really good. I couldn't find a picture to put on the screen, sorry. Then to bronze, I'm using my Too Faced Sweethearts bronzer on my MAC 135 brush. And as you can see, I'm bronzing up her cheeks and her forehead, and I put some around her jawline, and then I go to lightly contour her nose with this. She doesn't really need nose contouring, so I just went really light-handed with that as well. And then I'm baking her contour just using the same Laura Mercier translucent powder just on a angled wedge sponge. And I'm just creating a line from the top of her ear to the side of her mouth. Then after about a minute or so, I'm just grabbing a large fluffy powder brush and just removing that excess powder from the bake. Then for highlight, I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Moonchild palette, and I'm taking Pink Velvet, and oh my god, this palette is so stunning. I have a review and swatches video going up really soon, hopefully this week on my channel or next week. I'll let you guys know. But yeah, I use Pink Velvet. It is stunning. Okay, oh my god, so for eyeshadow, I use the Too Faced NikkieTutorials palette, and I was dead. It was so amazing. It is amazing. So I'm going in with that middle shade. I can't remember the name off by heart, but I have a little picture for you in the side, and I'm just using that on a large fluffy brush by Rebond. So this transition shade is more of a cool toned color rather than a warm toned color. It's probably like 3 or 4 shades lighter than Creme Brulee, but it's still really, really stunning. And then I'm going in with the really rich, warm brown shade, which I'm obsessed with, just on my MAC 217 brush. And I'm creating a halo effect. So I'm just placing that on the inner corners and the outer corners of her eye, avoiding the middle section, because that's where we're going to put the gold. Then just taking a flat synthetic brush and taking that gold eyeshadow, and I was dead. It is amazing. Pigment, amazing. Color, amazing. Everything about that shadow, I'm in love with. I've been looking for a really nice gold eyeshadow. I've been recently using the Urban Decay Half Baked one, but this is 10 times better. It shits on the Urban Decay one. I love it. And then for the inner corners, I'm using, I think it's called Champagne Truffle, which is the highlighter out of the palette. And then I'm going in with the Maybelline Eye Studio in black, and I'm just using that to line her waterline. Then on a Zoeva tapered brush, I'll have all the brushes listed down below. I'm taking that rich brown color and just using that to smoke out her lower lash line. Then for mascara, I'm using the Benefit Roller Lash on a disposable mascara wand, and of course, coating her top and bottom lashes. Then for falsies, I'm taking the Model Rock 212. These are my favorite dramatic lashes that I use in my kit. They just seriously make the look. Like, I love them so much, and you can buy them in bulk. I think it's 50 pairs for $95. Amazing. And it's like $10 express shipping. You need them in your life. And then I'm going in and blending her false lashes with her real ones, just with the same mascara wand. And then I'm adding more highlighter, of course. I'm using the MAC Soft and Gentle. This is like my all-time favorite. I could not live without it. And then just going over her lash band just with the Tarte Cosmetics Clay Paint Liner. And then to line her lips, I'm using the Gerard Cosmetics Sheer Lip Liner. My favorite lip liner of all time. I pretty much use it every day on myself. If you want, you can save 30% with my code JAZZ25. I know it says 25, it should say 30, but it doesn't. But yeah, you get 30% off site-wide if you use that code. And then for lips, I'm using their liquid lipstick, also in the shade Sheer, and it is just stunning. And then I wanted to create like a subtle ombre, so then I used the Myth lipstick by MAC and then just blended it with a eyeshadow brush. So this is the completed look. I hope you guys enjoyed watching and learned something new. And if you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up for me, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.